see that there was a report about veterans being bribed with 100,000 in each province. I think is too little, too late. It's no longer about war veterans. If you give us 100,000, even if you give me 100,000, how about the rest of suffering citizens? So that will just not work. Good day, fellow citizens. My name is Comrade Ethan Andreas Matibela. I'm the National Chairman, Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association. We are here today to address the nation on these very important issues that affects all of us. You will realize that upon taking arms and engaging the settler regime, the entire purpose basically was to help the citizens of Zimbabwe reclaim their country and also enjoy political and economic freedom. Now, we are 45 years of the so-called independence. We ask ourselves that have we achieved whatever we went to war in the first place? It's an obvious answer. It's emphatically no. And I'm sure the multitude of Zimbabwean, ordinary Zimbabweans, can vouch for me that they are yet to enjoy the freedom they had hoped for. Now, I would want to take you through the realities on the ground. The state of the nation in terms of the economy. Let me just write a few notes, read a few notes which I had noted. For instance, we are looking at the healthcare system. The government healthcare facilities have collapsed. No equipment, no medication, and inadequate remuneration for the employees. We also look at education. Schools can no longer provide quality education due to demotivated workforce and the lack of adequate resources to run the education system. Education also not meeting our demand for industrialization by teaching industrial skills. We still are struggling to fulfill the shelter question. The majority of citizens don't have houses which they call their own. We have a challenge in food security. The cost of living is very high. There is no clean water, or there is not even water available. Unemployment is something that is a daily cry. There is a social decay. We are talking about drug abuse, mental health care challenges. The empire is simply crumbling. You know, when we've failed to resuscitate our industries to create employment and address the balance of trade deficit, that's when you realize that our economy is not functioning. Now, we are also looking at youngsters who are, who you find some are involved in drugs. But for those that want to make a mega living, we find them doing what we call korokoza. And throughout the country, because there is a lot of gold dotted throughout the country, we find these what the government calls artisanal miners. They are all over the shore. And they are doing that against environmental requirements. They don't adhere to that. But where does the gold go at the end of the day? Because there is no clear record on how that metal is does it benefit ordinary citizens? It would look like it doesn't, because we have seen a few individuals displaying their wealth, saying they have access to gold. It's just because our nationalists or the politicians are the ones who are creating that kind of inequality. We also have a challenge in the lack of clear policy in empowering of local people of Zimbabwe. We once had an animal called indigenization. It could have been maybe haphazardly implemented, but that was one of the best piece of legislature or policy ever to embrace our beautiful Zimbabwe. Now, indigenization basically means the citizens of Zimbabwe must have a lion's share. And if ever anyone will call investors come in here, they must come on our terms. But as we speak, post a new dispensation or the Second Republic, that indigenization has just gone. We are looking also at socioeconomic inequalities. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, we fought for this country so that every citizen, black, white, Shona, Ndebele, Kalanga, Venda, Sotho, would be able to enjoy equally the fruits of our sweat. Now, there is such a huge discrepancy between the poor and the rich. It also really gives me one typical example, the land issue. We now hear lately that government is saying we must begin to issue title deeds to the land. You talk of giving land to a very few individuals. Those individuals decided, because they held those privileged positions, they distributed land, vast tracts of fertile land to themselves. Now they come around and say they want to give themselves title deeds. Question is it fair? I'm not against ownership and through title of pieces of land. But if someone owns 50,000 hectares of land and the other owns a mere 10 hectares, are we talking about equitable distribution? So as war veterans, we are against unfair and unequitable redistribution of land. Every citizen is entitled to a fair share, because we never fought for a clique of individuals. We fought for every one of us. We want everyone to access land, irrespective of whether he is politically connected or not. So there we are. We also have issues to do with governance. Actually, lack of proper governance is one aspect that has created all these challenges we are facing as a nation. we have, among other challenges, corruption, nepotism, tribalism, creation of dynasties. It's all because there is a simple lack of governance. We see MPs and councillors are at the forefront distributing, whether you call them rice, meal, and so on and so forth. Why should they be the ones that are distributing those goods? Once they solicit for those goods, they should be given to a relevant authority, which is a Ministry of Social Welfare, so that it can. But you find that they are at the forefront doing those distribution because they are buying votes, or they are trying to just blackmail ordinary citizens to think that without those MPs, there is no way these ordinary citizens can survive. Now, we are mentioning this as an association and addressing this to our people out there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not in isolation, nor do we have a monopoly of wisdom. We are simply a small constituency which is alive to the challenges like any ordinary citizens. And our appeal to you, members of the public, is now is the time where we should close our ranks and focus on dealing with the elephant in the room. We can't afford to place ourselves as them and us. We all are affected by one and the same challenge, that of our welfare. We cannot continue to advocate for the welfare of war veterans without thinking of ordinary citizens, because we buy from the same shops, if ever the shelves are still with items. Now we see these shops are closing, and they are closing just because there is no proper systems in place that can protect and protect the local the trading industry. Now, we look at all these challenges. We're talking about a lack of governance. But before I touch that, I just want to resonate with Comrade Geza's remarks when he came out, openly and criticized also the system to an extent that he was attacking the head of state and government. Whatever he did, he was saying it on behalf of the nation. And we are fully behind him, because what he said was very true. So it is just not about emotions. It's about really seeing issues on the ground. The government, and indeed the ruling party, had an opportunity for the past 45 years to come right on the issues of governance, on the issues on a fair leading. Looking at the president himself as a father figure, our expectations were that he was going to treat all Zimbabweans as his children, and he was going to treat them fairly. Now we see that he has surrounded himself with a lot of criminals, and I'm talking of criminals who have criminal records. Some have even served in jails for crimes. So naturally we feel jealous as veterans of the liberation struggle, because in the first place, we are talking about somebody whom we thought would have life experience when we shared the trenches together. But we look right now, the situation has quickly just gotten worse. We are now treated as the enemy, whether the enemy of the state, but in my belief is the enemy of only those people who are eating. I need not to ever emphasize the challenges faced by ordinary citizens in Zimbabwe, but we must look now for ways and means to ameliorate the situation. And in my view, and I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of my colleagues who are war veterans, and indeed the nation at large, that the current leadership we have is not for the people. And the sooner that kind of leadership steps down, the good for the nation. Thank you.
Yeah, ngiyabonga. Ngilapho kusekela uNational Chairman akutshoyo. Plus ngizosekela lokwakhulunywa nguComrade Geza okuthiwa nguBombshell. So indaba ezikhona ukuthi thina ama-war veteran labantu nje bonke imomo eZimbabwe siyahlupheka. Sihlutshwa yini lapha? Sihlutshwa ngumbuso ongacaciyo, umbuso singathini, ole corruption phakathi. Uthi ubona ukuthi okuyi-click okulutshwane yikho sokusidla okungasahambelaniyo lokulwa esakwenzayo lapha eZimbabwe, sikhulula iZimbabwe. Sasisilwa iZimbabwe sipromisana ukuthi silwela iZimbabwe le sipromisana ukuthi sizakudla. Mina ame Zandla Force, ex-Zandla Forces. Sasingale Mozambique kanjalo. Sasifundisana ukuthi wakubuzwa kuthiwa mnenzara ere sithi kube sokuthiwa mtshana uguta kumusha. Sesikumusha manje asisakutholi ngokuthi sokukhanya ngazane sasilwela abantu abanjani, abalutshwane sebesidla bodwa lezihlobo zabo. Thina ama-war veteran kade singakhangela ukuthi ngigqoke isikhipa lesi, ungakhangela isheti yami ibidabukile, izicathulo zami zibhendile, asisathole esasikulwela, sinhlekisa phandle lapha. Angitsho okokuthi kufanele ukuthi uhulumende isincedise njalo kule ndaba ze-school fees zabantwana. You find that ukuthi umnyaka uyaphela wonke amathemu wonke abantwana bengabhadalelwanga. Nxa besithi bayabhadala i-school fees, babhadale sa last year, ithemu last year once a year. So konke lokho ikuvumelano kwavunywayo ukuthi kufanele basincedise ebantwaneni bethu besikolo, basinike ilendi, basibhadalele esikolo. Akukho konke lokho. Ungezuza umuntu ekhuluma esithi ama-war veteran bayancedwa ngalokho ayishikho. Laba abakhuluma njalo besithi thina siyancedwa badinga kuthiwa yini, ukuthandwa ngento engekho. Uze sithi umelela ama-war veteran, umelela ama-war veteran apha ama-war veteran enjani? Ehlupheka ngokuthi yena umuntu wangona uyabephiwa. Lapha ngikhuluma ngikhuluma njengo-chairman weBulawayo province. So ngaleyo ndlela asisuthiseki ngakho khonokho. Kungangcono sibona ukuthi ngubani ongasibusa ngcono. Engeke kungabuya omunye umbuso obusayo uzananzelela ukuthi kulama-war veterans afunayo ukuthi sinjani, siba ama-war veteran alambayo. Go to South Africa, go to Namibia, uyebona ama-war veteran akhona ngale ahlezi pretty. Uyazube lenhloni sobona i-war veteran lakhona lokhuzi, but thina ngiyehluleka nje le bhasikili ulithenga akukhanyi.
thokoza ukuthola ithutshanyana leli lifakwa ngu-national chairman wama-veteran ukuthi sike sizofaka imbono yethu sifakela lamanye ama-comrades. Mina uJonathan Kanyezi Sibanda ngimelele inyakatho yeMandebele ama-comrades. Ngizagxila kakhulu kuma-comrades ama-war veteran including lemuli zabo ukuthi okukhona manje iminyaka simnengi sesishaya iminyaka yi-40 sikhangele ukuthi kuza kwenzakalani okungasincedisa. Lamhlanje siyawitnessa siyafakaza ukuthi akulanto ekhona ekhangelane labalweli benkululeko labantu ababo le masi nje ngoba kade sizakhamizi ziyasibuza ukuthi yikhona ke la kulwelayo imibuzo ehlangana la khona khona yikhona ke la hamba la kuthatha yini sesinhlekisa thina sesenza into engayiseyiyo esayisilwela basibuza abadala nxa besibuza bakhangelele futhi ukuthi kumele siqhubeke futhi sibakhulule bakhangele ukuthi sibakhulule kukhona okuyinto okukhona kathesi. So ke thina ithi salwayo sibelizwe leli lwelabantu ngakho ziphrenzani la ngakho esempini sithi uyalwela izanu ngale zani la ngakho empini sithi uyalwela izaphu ngapha kuzaphu sasiyalwela i7.5 million abantwana beZimbabwe entirely. Sasiyalwela abantwana beZimbabwe 7.5 million ukuthi bakhululeke. Salwa abantwana bakhululeke. Khathesi sesikhululekile khathesi. Sokumele badelive igoods ebantwini i-leadership. Sesehlulekile siyithola i-leadership edeliver ama-goods ebantwini. Kuze kuba iziphithiphithi zokukhupha uMgabe la. Sasile hope sibili ukuthi uMgabe ephuma lo undoda uzakwenza ama-correction. Akusele correction esiyiboni senzakala kathesi. Akusele correction enzakalayo. Sesibona worse than that one. So ke sikhuluma lapha sikhangela ama-comrade kakhulu. Khathesi ungahamba lapha ezitreetini lapha ngesikhathi samapheyi lapha esibonana khona ukuthi singama-typical destitute ama-war veteran. Omunye siza so uyambalekela ukuthi uqondane layo. Umjenke sibe ukuthi ngahlangana lo-comrade engikhulume laye nje so. Sike salahla abanye lapha khathesi eTsholotsho. Zwakale senuka endlini ucomrade. Comrade esenuka endlini esefile. Akula uthi uyafika endlini yakhe ubulala uyodrop okuyamlahla. Eselahliwe futhi lwana umuntu unkosikazi wakhe lwana khathesi ngabantu abakhe ukuthi bazibathole uncedo alutholakala. Imali ekade eyihola yena iyaqunywa. Ukuthi sizathu ukuthi kumali sijone asitshelwa. Akula muntu uzakutshela ukuthi kwenzakalani. So kwesakulelayo kuyini ke khonapho. Thina ke njengapha kuZebra we fought very hard. Unkomo kazange sinike imali thina unkomo ukuthi sithenga amaplaza. Uhulumende azasinika imali. Unkomo wadeliver kuphela imind yakhe ukuthi khuphani imali ngoba yabona ukuthi sizadubeka. Wadreama. Sayikhupha imali ezikhwameni zethu sithenga ama-property zethu. Wathenga ama-property. Ama-property la athethwe. One ama-property zathethwe. Akuqeda ukuthi ama-property sabulawa futhi. After that sibulewe sathetha ama-property zethu. Sayidefenda iZANU-PF. Yithi sayidefendayo ukuthi ngayi ku-MDC. Ungaya ngaphi nobody can tell you something wrong except ukuthi yithi sayidefendayo iZANU-PF ukuthi ingathathwa yi-MDC. Yabuyela ngene embuzweni uMgabe. But khonoko sathatha futhi lelendi. Sithethe ilendi yona lena akulanto esiyiphuye kulendi. Hayi khathesi zingazange sithathe ilendi zakami zingazidubeka kakhulu. Khathesi zingazithini khathesi bangcono ngobalima laba ngale. We saved a lot of people abasemaplazini khathesi. Sesimangala khathesi ukuthiwa abaphiwa ama-title deeds kuthengiswe. Kuthengiswe laba abangakathathi ilendi bazayithenga ngayo bayayithatha imali yokuthenga ilendi. abakakwana abantu ngeland, abaphika iland bakwana abantu babe satisfied ngeland, then take another action ungayithatha. But then there's no time ukuthi ungathi umuntu kathengisa iland. Laba angathathanga kathesa silamali abalamali abantu bakawula iland uzayithola ngapi? So kumele athenge imali yakho unayithatha iyabe sidura futhi ngoba abanye abantu bafuna ukuthi iland ayithengiswe futhi bathengisa balamalend angu-40 abanye ba-20 ufuna ukuthi athengise kakhulu iland yangemali eningi badle futhi basuthi abakhangeli abantu abahluphekayo. So that why ngale ndlela sithi thina zero tolerance asifuni ukuthi iland ithengiswe. Abantu abadispute iland ngendlela ababesilwa ngayo kwaphela khonapho.
Uthola lethuba to address nation as the whole. Sisekela ukukhulunywe ngubaba uchairperson wethu Mathibela lokwakhulunywa ngugezi uBomshel. Ama issues yiwana la ukuthi i-citizen, the whole citizen baphakathi kwendlala abantu lathi ama-veterans were struggling. Ubukhokheli obuyibo esabufakayo basifulathele abezwa ababoni abantu abahlangana lakho but bazibumbile bona lokuliqembu kwabo abayibo abatholayo. I'll touch ikakhulu kuwo veterans isihlangana lakho thina lapha koBulawayo. Yo veteran alibekwa nguhulumende ngokuthiwa i-provincial, sibekwa ngama-barrier societies ethu. Senza ukufoma ama-barrier society inxa kusasikhangele ukuthi khona uhulumende uzasiphathisa xa sithe sahlangana lenhlupho ezinjengazenezo, but uhulumende uyehlulekile. Thereafter safoma ama-barrier societies yiwo asingcwabayo, siyazingcwaba thina. Bayabuya bona besithi sebefika sebedeclare ukuthi khona this is a state funeral. Ku-state funeral yakhona lo yabe addressa iRoseka uyabe ngabe angephethe lutho, ubuya nje ephethe i-notebook yakhe ezokhuluma ngepolitics. Hey, ZANU what, ZANU PF what. But phezu kwalokho akula lutho kuyabe kwenzakela phezu kweloze esihlangana lakho nxa sesithe sabhubha. Ngenye into esikhathazayo kakhulu esenza sikubone ukuthi uhulumende kasikhangelanga. Bachilo la ukuthi kuhlanganwa ngama-pay days, asoma-pay day futhi lana, I don't think ukuthi uyabulanda i-pay. Ukuhamba nje usithi la uye ukuthi kuyimali wakho uyabuphuma la kwakuthenga lutho. Cannot pay your veteran imali engange-$100 US. Uyabusithi uzayisanga. Okunye kuzihlambi esihlangana lawo. Xa sesithi thina enough is enough, abanye bethu sebesithi ubani bayathengisa ngoba yena ulakho akuthola ngasese. So ke thina sithi thina as war veterans la mamasses eZimbabwe asiboneni untshintsho ukuze ipeasant ithole lakho ungakufanele kutholakala. I thank you.
I think it is obvious that what we want to achieve at the end of the day is economic freedom, political freedom for all citizens in the country. We have so much natural resources and human capital. If ever there is a proper governance and leadership who cares about his or her own people, this country really will go back to be the world's breadbasket. Now, my appeal on behalf of our association and my appeal to the nation at large, it is please, don't see veterans as them and you as yourself. We are fighting a common enemy, and let's unite. We are prepared to lead this onslaught, but please give us the support, because we want a true, real change for the betterment of the citizens of this country. We cannot afford to be divided. Just lately, we see that there was a report about veterans being bribed with 100,000 in each province. I think it's too little, too late. It's no longer about war veterans. If you give us 100,000, even if you give me 100,000, how about the rest of suffering citizens? So that will just not work. We want a leader who is going to be fair to all of us and be able to open up and be able to make citizens access to our natural resources equitably without looking at color or creed or tribe. That's where our appeal is. Please, citizens, help us, help you, so that we can have a prosperous Zimbabwe again. We are reaching out to all stakeholders, and in a matter of time, change will definitely be coming. Thank you.